So the people at Antreus Auto-Tune have created something called the Vocal Compressor, and it kind of got glossed over with the name of it, but this thing is actually very, very clever. Firstly, I didn't set this up, but I want you to just quickly listen to this completely automated setup version of the compressor against my vocal, which I spent, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes tweaking and setting up the compression for. Listen to the difference.
I get my thrills in. I thought you were the right one. We made love for hours, take off your hair and shower. And when we were all done, I didn't really know. Have I got a gun in my hand? I lie awake, sit still and wait.
Yeah, so not only has it done a perfect job, it's arguably done a better job than what I did with all of the effort I put in, which is a little bit annoying, but also really, really exciting. Today's video is sponsored by DistroKid. If you want to distribute your music to all of the major platforms at a price an independent artist can easily afford, check the description below this video for a discount off your first year of unlimited distribution today. So let's just have a quick look at what I've set up, and then we're going to reset this and I'll show you the little bit of voodoo magic that is a huge time saver because it's done a better job than I did with all of my complexities. Very annoying. This is my channel just here, and the two things this is replacing is Neutron 4 and the VC2A. There's very little going on in Neutron apart from the compressor. The compressor's working really hard, and the exciter with only a little bit of a push here, but it's 100% on mix, 100% on tone. And as you can see, the compressor's really, really having to work on this vocal. Now I mentioned the exciter because, well, the Antreus Vocal Compressor takes care of that excitement aspect as well. Now the EQ is doing a little something. There's a tiny little lift of a couple of dB and a roller, which we could do with any EQ. I just happen to do it at this stage here. After that, we've got Saturn doing a little bit more saturation specifically in this mid band here. And then we've got the VC2A, LA2A emulation, just capturing sort of 1 to 2 dB of those longer tonalities. And that's all that's doing. And that's my vocal setup, and that gets this result. Auto-Tune Vocal Compressor, you can see I've just copied my chain here and copied the vocal and muted out those two. Just delete it entirely, so we've got a completely reset version. It has this thing in the left hand corner here called the assist, and this is using, everyone likes to go the IA neural network route, but it's really bloody clever. So input type, we've got a few different things in here. The closest to what we're working with is probably alto tenor, right? Definitely not a soprano, we're not a low male instrument or bass, so alto tenor, right? Now compression wise, I went for controlled because this vocal needs quite a bit of control to help it lift up, which is why I've got that 2 stages of compression going on. And that's looking to emulate this as well, in that it's got 2 compressors. We've got 2 chains here. First one here in green, the second one here in the orange. And they emulate slightly different types as well, and it can choose amongst those emulations. And then for the style, I want warm and full, which is, you know, I put a bit of saturation in there from Neutron. The LA2A adds a bit of character as well, so we look to emulate that. We're going to press learn and actually let it have some vocal, and it takes a little while to do it, but once it does, it gives you some setting ideas and you can commit to them or adjust them. And notice here where this is set to modern and all the settings we've got, we're going to see a lot of that change. So let's hit learn and let it run and listen to a piece of the vocal.
When I saw you the first time, I thought that I would love you. I would run to make love. I was on the marathon.
All right, so it's got what it's after. It's suggesting that compressor 1 now should be switched over to the FET, and we can see it was modern before and it's gone warm, much like we did with Neutron. Very interesting. And it's taken off quite a bit in compression wise, much like we did with Neutron. Then compressor 2 is sticking to the opto A, and we're doing slightly changing, and we're getting our gain output up here as well. Now, one thing I was concerned about is we're going to slap this on and it'll be way louder. Well, something funny is going to happen, and we'll have a little listen to that as well. So I like those settings. Let's apply them. So it's applied those straight away for us. So what I'm going to do, turn this off, and we're just going to take the first few bars here, and we just want to get a gauge of how loud this is, and that's going to be just in this meter here.
When I saw you the first time, I thought that I would love you, but I would run to.
Right, so it's fair to say -6.4 is our high peak there. Now let's reset that, engage the compression. We're expecting this to suddenly jump up and be a lot louder, right?
When I saw you the first time, I thought that I would love you, but I would run to.
Well, it's actually a decibel quieter, but sounds way better and is in place, which really did surprise me. It's actually gauged the compression really well and given a nice lift in level, made it more audible and not increase the overall gain, which is the usual trick of these kinds of things. Now, the one thing that you may notice is it's grabbing the reverb. I've got a reverb quite early in on this vocal. It's a sampled like old vinyl style vocal, and it's got its kind of little own reverb tail, and I've accentuated that with some extra effect. Now the compressor has got a really long release here. It's put it on release 7 over here on the FET, and it's going to grab that reverb. Have a listen.
When I saw you the first time, I thought that I would love you, but I would run to make love.
So literally the only thing I've done is bring that release down.
I get my thrills, I thought you were the right one.
And it's just nailed it. You can hear now how the vocal is getting lost at times or is sticking out way too much at others. Whereas this just hammers it right into your ears, right at the point it should be. Yeah, and then comparing it to what I did. I've gone a dB louder, but I think it's done a better job. And we could give it the extra dB in gain here. So all in all, that took me about 30 seconds to dial in, whereas before I spent time in Neutron tweaking different saturations, different thresholds and whatnot, and this was just done in seconds, just with a little bit of learning from that. And I found that to be very interesting and something that makes this a absolutely viable tool, because it gets a good job done very quickly. All I needed to do was dial that release back and maybe add 1 decibel of gain, even though I'm not entirely sure that's necessary. So it's well worth checking out. You can pick it up separately or as part of the Antreas Auto-Tune subscription bundle. There's a free demo of it if you want to try it out on your tracks, which I'll link up below. But I hope that's been helpful for you and given you some insight into why this is actually a really great, viable tool. Look forward to seeing you on the next video. Do take care. And if you want to learn a little bit more about Auto-Tune Pro, check out this video next.